Let me start with the Raiders, they used to be my team. They did a lot better if you know what I mean. In 2016, they went 12-4. They lost Derek Carr and a shot at the Super Bowl. Next in line, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. The Raiders' #1 menace that they cannot beat. At 12-4, they both had the same record. They beat the Raiders twice, and you gotta respect it. The Denver Broncos are a menace too. It's a battle every game, all the way through. True competition at 9-7. They took 3rd place in a year that's disappointing. The San Diego Chargers went 5-11, and it's obvious that they need a little bit of help. Another disappointing year, I have to say. I guess they plan to have a fresh start in LA. The New England Patriots won the AFC East at 14-2. They are always some beasts, a dominating team in every sense of the word. It's back to the Super Bowl after beating Pittsburgh. The Miami Dolphins took 2nd place. They always put up a battle no matter who they face. At 10-6, they made it to the playoffs, but they lost 1st round in a devastating loss to the Buffalo Bills, followed at 7-9. A less than average season, well, it's up for debate. They fired their coach, now what's the approach? Another head-scratching season for the city of Buffalo. The New York Jets went 5-11, still having quarterback trouble, so they're struggling. They got a lot of work to do if they want to compete. They ended up last in the AFC East. The Pittsburgh Steelers won the AFC North with an impressive record of 11-5. They fought through the injuries and made it to the playoffs. They battled Tom Brady and the Patriots and lost. The Baltimore Ravens took 2nd place. They ended up with a record of 8-8 with Flacco back at the quarterback position. Baltimore again was ruthless competition. The Cincinnati Bengals were 6-9-1. Again, they underachieved and ended up in 3rd place. The Bengals have a good squad, but they can't get it done. They gotta figure it out quick if they wanna do something. The Cleveland Browns went 1-15. They finished in 4th place. I know it's like a bad dream. The morale of the team, it has to improve. With the top draft pick, I hope they make the right move. The Houston Texans won the AFC South at 9-7. They're pretty good, no doubt. No longer can they say that the Texans are soft, but they still have issues at the quarterback position. The Tennessee Titans took 2nd place. They were 9-7, almost tied for 1st place. Everybody realizes how hard they play. Led by Mariota, they be fighting all day. In 3rd place, we have the Indianapolis Colts, led by Andrew Luck. He's the leader of the Colts. He fights the whole game, and there's no debate. But they had an average season at 8-8. In last place, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Blake Bortles, Thomas quarterback, is about to expire. At 3-13, I mean, they couldn't do a thing. They put up a fight, but it's the same old thing. Now for the NFC, who should I start with? The Atlanta Falcons about to take another trip to the Super Bowl. They went 11-5, 1st place all the way. Now it's time for them to fight in the 2nd place. In the NFC South was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who would ever thought they would make it to 2nd place at 9-7? Jameis Winston is a driving force, you gotta respect them. The New Orleans Saints finished in 3rd place at 7-9. They found themselves behind, missing a few links on offense and defense. Back to the drawing board till the season commenced. The Carolina Panthers finished in 4th place, a turnaround in the wrong direction, a disgrace. No one expected that in the least. 6-10 is what their record would be. The Dallas Cowboys won the NFC East. They did it with 2 rookies, what a masterpiece. 13-3, a surprising effort. This is a record that nobody expected. The New York Giants took 2nd place at 11-5. They were in the race. They met with Green Bay in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers was too much, so of course they lost. The Washington Redskins ended up in 3rd. I know 8-7-1 is kinda absurd. They couldn't quite make it over the hump, but they still are a decent team, it seems. The Philadelphia Eagles finished in 4th place at 7-9. It's gonna take some time for the rookie quarterback to get adjusted to things. Now he's not a rookie, let's see what next year brings. The Green Bay Packers, of course, won the NFC North. They were knocking on the Super Bowl door. A great regular season record at 10-6, but they lost to the Falcons in the NFC Championship. The Detroit Lions took 2nd place, a scrappy team teams do not want to face at 9-7. Yeah, they could have done better. They are still in the midst of putting everything together. The Minnesota Vikings went 8-8. At okay season, but they finished third place. They started off great, but they tapered off. They have to figure out all the reasons for the drop-off. Last but not least, in the NFC North, the Chicago Bears ended up in fourth. 3-13, the team in disarray. The question is, the quarterback, will he go or stay? Now for the NFC West, who was the best? Of course, the Seattle Seahawks, it was no contest. 10-5-1 is the record that they finished with. Made it to the playoffs, to the Falcons they lost. At 7-8-1, the Cardinals to second place. Kind of a disappointing season for them. Injuries played a part as well as other things. The Cardinals have to wait to see what next year brings. The LA Rams, they finished in third place. Their record at 4-12 was another disgrace. But they also too had a rookie quarterback. He has a lot to learn for them to get on track. Last but not least, the San Francisco 49ers, last in the division at 2-14. Bad decision making by upper management has put San Francisco in a bad position. Peace.